actually won the race in '85 and has subsequently been sold, and then had the honor of running with a brand new buggy organization for the last, 15 years. Thing is still grinding it out. I actually recognized some pieces that I made on that buggy, which is phenomenal.
Awesome. They're on hill 1. They're rolling right now.
Yep, and we've got PhiKap A already pulling out to a little bit of a lead over Camo, as they have a pretty strong hill 1, and it looks like it's already about 4 or 5 seconds ahead of AEPi's Camo push. But
wow, 18 seconds.
Yep, very fast hill 1. I don't think we'll see that for a while as AEPi makes their transition off from hill 1 to hill 2. I don't know if that's the same guy who did the women's A-team as well, but he looked a little faster this time. And it looks like the
PhiKap's into the roll already. They're hitting their first transition. PhiKap had been pretty good for a while, fell off for a bit. They actually had a second-place finish in 1994, and I'd like to see those guys get competitive again. This is looking like a pretty nice time right now.
Yeah. You'll notice PhiKap did not have a women's team this morning, so this is the first time we've seen a PhiKap buggy today.
So they could cook that thing all morning.
Yeah. And they are racing 2 buggies today, both Svengali, this buggy, and Schadenfreude, their second buggy.
Stop sign time about 58 seconds, so rolling pretty fast, and looks like the fastest one that we've seen for a men's so far.
All right, picking up at the top, upper transition flag. They're running very smoothly, coming down. So you can see other buggy in the distance. Taking the chute flag now. Nice smooth start at the turn, very smooth through the chute. Right at the apex, coming out. Very solid, smooth turn, running right up the middle of the road to a short chute. Looks like the pusher is going to have a nice, he got blown away. Running. Finally getting it about the second window. Here comes Camo through the chute, running old SBD wheels. Very smoothly through, no real issues at that speed. Pusher waiting eagerly at the driveway.
And SBDs are soapbox derby for those who aren't familiar with that. And PhiKap looking pretty good on the back hills. The hill 3 guy was pretty deep to catch that, so that's probably why he got blown away. But the hill 4 is in the middle of the push right now.
And we've got AEPi just also picking up their buggy at the bottom of hill 3. And it looks like hill 4 is going to make the transition from hill 4 to hill 5 with a time of about 2 minutes and about 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. So with the 20-second hill 5 time, could be looking at around a 2:24, 2:25 time. And quickly chasing down the buggy now. You notice this guy's pushing pretty hard, catching up, and then giving it a pretty big shove. So you just have to be careful when taking that approach towards the finish line, as you may not necessarily get your hand on the push bar as it goes across.
Clock's read 2:20. He's almost about done.
And it looks like he's crossing the finish line at a time of 2:26. So not the fastest time for the PhiKap A team. May not be necessarily enough to get into tomorrow. They still have their B team to go, and it looks like AEPi's B team, their men's B team, is still kind of chasing the buggy down through the end of or middle part of the hill 5 push. So they'll probably cross the finish line closer to a time of the mid 250s. It won't be quite as strong, but they will cross the finish line with an exact time of 2:55.
I believe the PhiKap roll just illustrated the importance of the free roll. You had a very strong push team ending up with a fairly mediocre time, really as a result of the buggy not rolling all that well on its own. And that is why it takes a complete solution. You look at what SDC's women did in the preliminaries. You had a combination of a great push team and a very nice roll with the buggy.
So in the drop test area, we have Alex Andrews. Let's send it over to you, Alex.
Over here at the drop test area. Let's see if we can actually get through here. I'm here with Jamie Rossi. She's actually the drop test coordinator, right?
I just tape them and make sure they happen.
All right.
Can you get more volume on this mic?
And so why don't you tell us a little bit about what actually happens down at the drop test area once we get through some of our technical difficulties right now. And at the drop test area, you'll actually be seeing a drop test in a few seconds, so she actually gets to do her job and get to see if the time becomes official.
We'll see if this... are we there?
Sounds like we have working mics. Okay, Alex, tell us more. And actually, it looks like we are holding off the drop test interview as they actually need to do drop tests.
Hey, you know, as long as they're busy and they're getting this thing done right, that's fine. An 8-minute gun-to-gun is a high-tempo operation. Like I said, they have to do the drop test. The safety inspector's got to get in these trucks and actually inspect the buggies as they extract the girls. Usually the team that got first in the heat, so it's a very busy time. So the fact that the drop coordinator has to go and take care of these things is very understandable.
Yep, and they are getting ready to do the drop test to make the time official from PhiKap's A team. Now, PhiKap A team crossed the finish line, time closer to about 2:25, and in past years, 2:25 has not been good enough to make day 2. So as much as coming up with new buggies, it might take a little while for them to still make it to that part of the day.
Yeah, you pretty much need a sub 2:20 time to even consider yourself making day 2.